This holiday season, revisit the greatest Christmas movie ever
greatest.
made.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, you heard me, It's a Wonderful Life. Die Hard.
Yeah.
Kick off your shoes and join the party for a movie filled with amazing action, great heroes, fantastic villains, hilarious comedy, suspense, romance, excellent stunt work, a rich supporting cast, and awesome one-liners.
Welcome to the party, pal.
What? You thought we were gonna crap on Die Hard? The guy's tank top is in the Smithsonian, for crying out loud. This movie is freaking perfect. In a decade where every action hero looks like an unstoppable roid monster,
true.
no one kicks more ass than the guy from Moonlighting who looks like your dad, John McClane.
How you doing?
He's a New York cop out of his element in Los Angeles,
Hey! Merry Christmas!
with no one to talk to but himself.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Strap in as McClane takes on a team of well-dressed, vaguely European terrorists, played by
Vaguely.
actors who didn't speak German, but the director had them try their best anyway.
Schießt den Fenster. Shoot the glass.
Led by Hans Gruber, one of the greatest movie villains of all time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Which is even cooler when it's his very first movie. Oh, seriously? Way to hit the ground running,
Seriously?
Rickman. But McClane's not alone. Meet Reginald Val Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
After he was the cop in
Val.
Ghostbusters. But before he was the cop in Family Matters. He was the cop in Die Hard. He may not have the best diet or the best judgment,
I shot a kid.
but he's the best there is when it comes to moral support.
You just watch your ass and you'll make it out of there, you hear me?
That's
He
right.
is alone, tired, and he hasn't seen diddly squat from anybody down here.
Hey, look, I love you.
Climb aboard for an adrenaline-fueled thrill rush of the 80s stuff you crave, like indoor smoking,
you smoke?
carry-on guns, Japanese businessmen,
Well, how it didn't work out, so we got you with tape decks.
cocaine, pregnant drinking,
Do you think the
that's
baby
right.
can handle a little sip? That baby's ready to 10 bar.
making fun of touchscreens,
Cute toy.
super cool limousines, and
Phones.
more cocaine. Wow! Best decade ever! Lace up for a movie full of non-stop foot stuff.
Make fists with your toes.
Fist with your toes.
That is either a foot fetish's wet dream or their worst nightmare.
It's a Tarantino
Or a
flick?
different, even weirder Tarantino-level foot fetish's dream. We're not here to judge. So experience the original masterpiece that inspired countless knockoffs like Die Hard on a bus,
That's right.
Die Hard in a tunnel,
Yep.
Die Hard on a mountain, Die Hard in the White House, Die Hard in the White House 2, Die Hard in a mall, Die Hard on a boat, Die Hard on this other boat, Die Hard in a rink, Die Hard on a train, Die Hard in a plane, Die Hard in another plane, Die Hard in the president's plane, Die Hard in a plane with snakes, and Die Hard but awful.
2-year contract on that phone.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Starring Bruce
seen that
Willis
one.
when he still cared, Hans Gruber, Wax Dolph Lundgren, Call of Duty, cocaine's a hell of a drug, 80s authority figure, this man has no dick, types like your grandma, and uber black. What? That's the limo one. It's not racist. Die Hard in a building. It's nice to know this is what Europeans think we sound like.
Please, God, no, you're one of them, aren't you? You're one of them.
Please, God. Oh, man.
So, you have a Christmas movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be super violent. What? Yeah, so this New York cop, John McClane, is on his way to Los Angeles to see his wife Holly on Christmas Eve. Okay. Yeah, and he's having a tough time on the plane, so the guy sitting next to him's like, the secret to air travel is to take your shoes off later and make fists with your toes. That's a pretty weird thing to include in a movie.
is.
Yeah, well, I want John to take his shoes off later, because there's gonna be a whole thing with broken glass. Can't we just have him take off his shoes while he's changing? I mean, I can't really have someone take their shoes off without some juicy backstory to it. Fair enough. So anyway, John gets a
Juicy
limo ride from this
backstory.
driver Argyle, and he says he's gonna wait for John in the parking garage while he goes up to see his wife at her office Christmas party. What kind of a company has their Christmas party on Christmas Eve? The kind I made up for this movie. Gotcha. So anyway, then the whole Christmas party's gonna be taken over by this guy Hans Gruber and his crew of bad guys with beautiful hair. Oh, so John sneaks down to the garage to Argyle? No, the bad guys disabled the elevators below the 30th floor. Oh, so does he try to get down using the stairs? No, doesn't even try. Why not? Well, I mean, even if he did get down to Argyle, the beautiful haired bad guys closed the security gates. Can't Argyle drive through the gates to go get some help? Well, yeah, he can drive through them, but we're only gonna have him do that at the end of the movie. Why? Because that's what I wrote. Fair enough. Anyway, so this one bad guy's gonna try to track John down, but John's gonna get the drop on him. Oh, what's he planning on doing? Getting the guy to drop his machine gun. And then what? I mean, he's not in a position to arrest anybody if the guy does surrender. Well, he's gonna hit the guy on the head and wrestle with him and end up breaking his neck. Feels like he should have just shot him in the first place when he had the chance. Yeah, well, there's gonna be kind of a recurring thing in the movie where characters don't shoot each other at key moments when they have the chance. How come? Because then the movie would be over and we gotta stretch this bad boy out. Fair enough. Stretching out bad boys is tight. Oh, that's the worst sentence I've ever heard. Yeah, that didn't sound right at all and I apologize. Anyway, so then John puts the dead guy in the elevator so the other bad guys see him. What? Yeah, he's gonna write, "Now I have a machine gun on his chest." It's gonna be hilarious. He's gonna give up the element of surprise so he can taunt them a little bit. Well, not only that, he's also gonna eavesdrop on them and learn what their names are. He didn't have to send them a dead body to eavesdrop on them. Yeah, probably would have made his life easier if he hadn't done that. Whoops. Whoopsie. So then later this cop is gonna pass through and John has to get his attention. Oh, and is that gonna be hard for him to do from all the way up in the building? No, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, he's just gonna throw the dead body of another guy he killed onto the cop's car. Wait, now that I think of it, he could have just fired his gun to get the cop's attention. Probably, but this guy's like really into communicating using dead bodies. Sure sounds that way. And then some more law enforcement's gonna show up and this police chief is gonna take over. Oh, what's his deal? Well, I had to make him unbelievably stupid so the movie could keep on going. Oh, you did? Yeah, like he thinks the dead guy full of bullet holes that was thrown out the building killed himself. It is unbelievable that a human being could be that stupid. Well, if the law enforcement people were competent at all, the movie would end, so I kinda had to make them all into walking plot devices. Oh, so they're all just there to make dumb decisions and pad the runtime? Exactly. Like some of them are gonna try to break through glass doors with a blowtorch. They're gonna be really dumb. Wow. But the first cop that showed up is actually a good guy. Oh, he is? Yeah, like when John McClane isn't talking to himself, which he does kind of a lot, he's gonna be talking to this guy. And what's his deal? Well, he's gonna have this backstory where he lost his cop mojo after accidentally killing a kid who was playing with a toy gun. It's gonna be really sad. Wait, is the sad part that he killed a kid or that he lost his cop mojo? We're certainly gonna play it like the tragedy is that he lost his cop mojo. Interesting. Yeah, so in the end, he's gonna have this story arc where he regains the confidence to, you know, shoot people again. Wow, well, good for him. We're also gonna have this whole subplot with this reporter snooping around. Oh? Yeah, because this way Hans is gonna end up seeing on the news that Holly and John are married. I mean, we could literally have that show up on the news. We don't need an entire reporter subplot. Yes, we do. Oh, okay then. And so later, John is gonna be getting chased by bad guys and he's gonna cut his feet on some broken glass. Right, he's not wearing any shoes and I know the entire history of that. Yeah, he's gonna leave a huge trail of blood, but he's gonna end up escaping and losing the bad guys. How does he manage to lose the bad guys if he's leaving a giant trail of blood? I don't know. Fair enough. And so yeah, eventually John is gonna end up killing Hans Gruber and saving the day. Very cool. And what's this thing called anyway? Oh, I was thinking we could call it Die Hard. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it sounds awesome and it vaguely describes the characters and plot, I guess. I guess, kinda. And it's kind of a tribute to my late uncle. Oh, was he killed in the line of duty or something? No, he died while testing erectile dysfunction drugs. Oh my god. So what do you think? Well, I mean, it sounds great, but I don't know if I'd necessarily call it a Christmas movie, you know? Of course it's a Christmas movie. It takes place at Christmas time, but it doesn't have to do with Christmas other than that. But it takes place at Christmas time, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a Christmas movie. Sure it does. Tell you what, let's let people debate this amongst themselves for a while before taking an official stance on it. How long should we let them debate? Like maybe 3 decades or something? Sounds good to me.
What better day to do Die Hard as far as the pitch meeting versus the honest trailers. If you haven't seen that, I talk about my thoughts on the movie as far as a little review with the Ali Robbins show. So check that out on their channel. You can see that right up here. It was fun. A lot of fun doing that. It's our last one. So, you know, enjoy it. But I love this movie. It's awesome. There's nothing that Honest Trailers or Pitch Meeting can do to change my mind on that, or that it's a Christmas movie. I think it is. I think overall it is. It's an adult Christmas movie, which is, I think, awesome. Adult in the fact that there's violence and cursing, not adult like the other reason you would say something is adult. But I like how Honest Trailers pretty much says there's nothing bad they're going to say about this movie because they love it too. And I think it's because John McClane is an everyman type of character. He just looks like a regular dude. He doesn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He doesn't look like your John Rambo, nothing like that. He looks like a regular guy. He just happens to be a cop, and he's relatively smart or knowledgeable of things. I'll say that. He doesn't do anything that's like, genius as far as how he takes out these bad guys, but he's just a regular dude. That's it. And I think it's a really fun movie overall. Still, considering it's 2 hours and 11 minutes, which is long for a movie like this. They found a way to make it extended, which Writer Guy did here. But it should have probably been like an hour 30, hour 45 minutes. But 2 hours, 11 minutes, it's a little bit long for what it is, but it's a fun movie. Fun one-liners, fun action, great stunts, all that jazz. Everything that Honest Trailer said is true about this one. So I love this movie. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about Die Hard. What do you think of Die Hard? A lot of you guys, again, were asking for this versus reaction. Here you go. Here it is. Got it out there for you. I'll probably be doing Everything Wrong With Die Hard today as well. So look out for that either today or tomorrow. But look for that pretty soon. But I had fun with this one. I had fun watching the movie, and I had fun watching this Pitch Meeting and Honest Trailer because it was really hilarious. Last thing though, let me know which one's your favorite, the Honest Trailer or the Pitch Meeting. I'm gonna have to go with Pitch Meeting on this one, but both were great. Both were great. I mean, it could be a tie, but I think Pitch Meeting just has a few more hits in there than Honest Trailers to me. But that's just my view on this. I think Pitch Meeting just did it a little bit better. Let me know your view in the comments below. Which one do you think is better, Honest Trailer or Pitch Meeting? Hyper Crew, big shout out for you guys. Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slebnir, Dash Milner, K6013, Daniel Lopez, Portalon Mobile 44, Kratos, William Cooper, Shane Cook, Richie Chester, and Arnon Steelpelt. Thank you guys, and thank all my subscribers and my members for sticking with me. I really, really appreciate you guys. Check out the description for more content creators and the videos that they have to offer. Other than that, I will see you on the next video.